Good morning, students. So today we'll do two more problems on calculation of labor cost. Page number C13, question number 12. See what he's asking in this question. He's asking you to find out the cash to be paid to the employees and the cost for the employer. Okay, means employer how much money is paying to the employee, salary, wages plus allowances and work visits. Okay, we are not considering work visits, we are taking only allowances. So what all the employer is paying to the employees, to the workers, employer what all he is paying, including wages and benefits, allowances, and how much cash is to be paid to the employees. Okay, so these 2 points is given here. So let us solve the problem. What he says here: Flame and Company close its books of accounts every year, every half year. So the information for this problem is completely for half year. For the half year ended 30th June 2013, he gave date also. The following particulars were obtained from the company's books. So what all particulars he has given? See, basic wages 25,200. This is a wages which is being paid by the employer to the employee, and the DA is also paid. Night shift allowance, the employees are working night shift and they are getting some allowance, 4,800. OT, overtime allowance, that is being paid by the employer. PF deposited for the period 5850. PF deposited means both employer and employee contributed 5850. Both employer and employee contribution. Employees state insurance contribution for the period for 1,404. So ESI contribution, ESI. So employee state insurance, both employer and employee has been contributed 1404. We will see how much employee is contributed, employer how much is contributed. So PF and ESI, both employer and employee will contribute. Next, recovery towards house rent allowance, house rent. Recovery means employer is taking money from employee. Okay, so this has to be deducted from employee's wages. Recovery towards house rent, this has to be deducted from employee's wages. Recovery towards supply of provision. Provision means some benefits is been given. Provision we can say grains, food grains and all that has been provided by the employer, and later on he is taking money from the employee. That's called recovery. So this again has to be deducted from employee's wages. Next, expenditure incurred in respect of amenities to employees. This expenditure is being incurred by employer. Okay, 3440. This is been expenditure incurred by the employer. This has to be included only when this has to be included with the employer's expenditure. Next, provident fund is paid by the employer. The provident fund is paid by the employer. How much we have provident fund here? That provident fund, how much we have? 5850 is paid by the employer and the employee in equal shares. So equally both are paying. Employer and employee both are giving equal shares to provident fund. Okay, so 1:1. Next, what he says: the rate of contribution by employer and employee to ESI is 7:5. So employer is giving how much? 7, and employer is giving 5. ESI. To ESI, the share of employer is 7/12, and for ESI the share of employee is 5/12. 7:5 is the ratio. So what he says: assuming that all items were evenly spread over 6 months, determine the amount paid in cash to the employees and the total labor cost incidence for the employer per month. Okay, so he's asking us to find out two things in the problem. First is how much cash is to be paid to the employee. So first is what? Cash to be paid to the employees. First heading. How much cash to be paid to the employees? Okay, first we'll find out gross wages. From gross wages we'll take out the deductions, then we'll get cash to be paid. I repeat, first we have to find out gross wages, then we'll deduct some deductions we have, Okay, that when allowances we deduct, we get cash to be paid. And one more column is what? Total labor cost. He is asking per month. Whose cost we are finding out? Employer's cost we are finding out. Okay, and the information is for 6 months. The information which is given in the question is for 6 months. You have to find out per month. Okay, so amount per month. We can say expenditure per month also. I am writing as amount per month. Okay, here particulars I will write. Particulars. Here also say particulars and amount. He's saying only how much cash is to be paid to the employees, that we have to find out. Only cash, how much is being paid to the employee, that we have to find out. He's not saying per month or per 6 months. Okay, let us start solving. So we have some information here. We'll start with first gross wages, basic wages, 25,200. So let us write here basic wages. 25,200. Okay. So this is the expenditure. So employee has to receive a basic wages 25,200. Here also this is expenditure for the employer. So that's why we are writing basic wages. 25,200 employee has to receive from the employer. So we are writing here, we are finding out expenditure of employer. The basic wages is expenditure to the employer. Next, DA, dearness allowance. How much is DA? 21,600. This employee has to receive, and the DA is expenditure to the employer. 21,600. Okay. What is next? Night shift allowance, 4,800. Night shift allowance employee has to receive from the employer. Amount is 4,800. And night shift allowance to the employer, it's expenditure 4,800. Okay, next, overtime allowance 3,500. OT allowance, again this employee has to receive from the employer. Amount is 3,500. OT allowance is expenditure to the employer, 3,500. Next, PF deposited. Okay, so we will add this all, we'll get what? Gross wages. Till here if we add, we'll get gross wages. So 25,200 plus 21,600 plus 4,800 plus 3,500. We are getting 55,100. Gross wages of employee. Gross wages. We are getting 55,100. Gross wages 55,100. Okay. Next, here we have to deduct less. What we have to deduct? First is what? First item is what? Provident funds here. First is provident fund deposited for the period. So you have to deduct a provident fund. Provident fund. This is half, right? So 5850 equally is saying into 1/2. What is saying? Provident fund is paid by the employer and the employee in equal shares. So 1/2. 5850 into divided by 2 you can do. 2925. 2925. From his wages, he is contributing, that we have to deduct. Okay. This much he has to receive from the employer, 55,100 employee. But provident fund is been given. So from that 55,100 we have to deduct provident fund. Okay. So this provident fund for the employer, is expenditure. Then we have to add this expenditure 1/2. 2925. Okay, this is the amount which employee has to receive from the employer, and this is the amount which employer has to pay to the employee. Okay, so here is expenditure, and here what employee has to receive from the employer. Okay, next, after provident fund, what we have? Next is ESI 1404. This is ESI. ESI 1404, and ratio is 5/12. See, first what he says, the ratio of contribution by employer and employee to ESI. First name is employer, so 7 is employer's share. 5, next name is employee, his share is 5. 5/12. So 1404 into 5 divided by 12 is 585. Okay, this is employee's contribution to ESI that has to be deducted, and ESI is a expenditure to the employer. So 1404 into 7/12. 1404 into 7 divided by 12. So we're getting 1819. Okay, next, after ESI, what we have? Recovery towards house rent. Recovery means employer. Recovery means employer is taking money from employee. So this is not an expenditure to the employer. Recovery of our house rent is not expenditure to the employer. Okay, but it has to be deducted from employee. Recovery for house rent. Recovery means employer is taking money from employee. Employer is taking money from employee. So we have to write under employee 5100. So recovery, why we are not writing under employer, means employer is getting money. He is taking money from the employee. So that is, this is not expenditure. This is not expenditure for the employee. So that's why we are employer. That's why we are not writing recovery for house rent under employer. We have tried only employer's expenditure. Next, what do we have? Recovery towards supply of provision we have. So again he is recovering recovery for supply of provision. Okay, so how much recovery we have here? 8400 is recovering for provision. We should not write here. Again it is a recovery for provisions. Next, what we have? Expenditure in respect of amenities to employees. Who is doing expenditure? Employer is doing. Okay, amenities. So this we have to be written under employees amenities. Employer is doing expenditure. Amount is 3440. This is for 6 months. Entire amount is for 6 months. We have to find out per month. So here I strike off this 6 months with this amount. Okay, done. What is left? We wrote all the items. Now we'll close it. We'll see how much cash is to be paid. Okay, these all items we have to deduct. This all contribution of employee's contribution we have to find out, deduct. Okay, so 55,100 minus 2925 minus 585 minus 5100 minus 8400, 38,090 cash to be paid. So employer has to pay cash to the employee 38,090. Okay, this is what a provident fund is saving. ESI, this is also a type of insurance. It's a type of saving, and this recovery, employer has to take money from the employee. That's why he has to be deducting. And supply, what is this? Recovery for supply of provision. This is also to be paid by employee. So these items: provident fund, ESI, recovery for house rent, and recovery for supply of provision. This is amount which employee is contributing. That's why we are deducting. So from he has to receive from employer is 55,100. From that, all this is contribution that you deduct. You will get 38,090 rupees cash to be paid by employer to employee. This amount will be paid by employer to the workers. Okay, चलिए next here we have gross wages. The employer is paying to the employee gross wages and beyond that he is paying employer's expenditure. Some more expenditure is incurring, that is provident fund is doing, and ESI is doing, and some amenities to the employees is giving. Okay, so let us add this 55,100, 2925, 819 plus 3449. So we are getting 62,284. Total is 62,284. This is the expenditure of employer for 6 months. Expenditure for 6 months. You can say expenditure or you can say total labor cost. Labor cost. Okay, this is for 6 months. We want to find out per month. So I'm doing here total labor cost per month equal to 6 months expenditure divided by 6 months. Okay, per month we have to find out, so we have to do 6 months expenditure divided by 6 months. So 6 month expenditure we are getting 62,284 divided by 6. 62,284 divided by 6. So we are getting 10,000. I'm doing here 10,380.67. 10,380.67 is the expenditure that has to be incurred by the employer per month. Here we got information for 6 months. Okay, and divided by 6. Why we are writing? Because we want to find out per month. So 62,284 divided by 6 means we are getting per month. Okay, so here we have two things. One is what? Cash to be paid by employer, first thing, and second is what? How much expenditure has to be incurred by employer for 6 months. Okay, so here we did what? All wages, gross wages we wrote, employee contribution we have deducted, and here all gross wages and employer contribution towards extra benefits that we have written here. And we got 6 months information. From 6 months we asked you to find out how much expenditure employer is to be incurred per month, means we are dividing 6 months expenditure divided by 6 months expenditure divided by 6 months. We got 10,380.67. Okay, this is a one question solution, that is 16 12th one. Page number is C13 12th one. One more will problem do and will wind up this chapter. And mostly he is asking what? Labor incentive scheme he is asking, Halsey, Rowan. Okay, that is asking. So this may be asked for 4 marks. Till now he did not ask. Maybe chances we can't say, right? That's why we are doing some problems on this also. We don't want to take a risk. Okay, next is what? 13th problem. We'll do 13th problem. So see what he says in 13th problem. It's a simple problem. In 13th problem he says, from the following particulars find out the amount of cash required to be for wages in a factory for a particular month. So again he is asking how much cash is to be paid to the employees. How much cash is to be paid to the employees? How to find out? Gross wages minus any contribution which is been done by the employee. I repeat, we have to find out first gross wages. From that any contribution by the employee that has to be deducted. Okay, let's see what he says. He is saying wages for normal hours worked 20,600. This is normal wages. Wages for OT, overtime allowance, wages. Leave wages 1,700. So deduction of employee share to ESI contribution is 500. So only employee information he gave. So this we have to deduct. How much? 500 rupees. Employee contribution to PF. Employee is contributing 1,600. House rent allowance to be recovered from the employee from 30 employees at the rate 10 per month. So 30 employees we have. Okay, the 30 employees, each employee is giving 10 rupees. Okay, so 30 into 10 you will get. So we have here 20,600 plus 2,200 plus 1,700 plus this is all what? This is all gross wages minus ESI is 500 minus 1,600 is his contribution minus 300 is his HI. So let us solve simple problem. So first heading will write what? Calculation of cash to be paid to the employee. He says per month. In the previous problem we find out for 6 months. Here we are writing cash to be paid to the employee per month. Particulars and amount. We are finding out per month how much cash to be paid. Okay, let us first find out gross wages. How to find out gross wages? All that he is receiving from the company that we have tried. First we are getting basic wages. How much is basic wages? 20,600. Next he is receiving OT wages for OT, overtime. How much? 2,200. Next he is receiving leave wages. For leave he is receiving some money. How much? 1,700. Okay, we'll add 2,600 plus 2,200 plus 1,700. 20,600 plus 2,200 plus 1,700. 24,500 we are getting gross wages. Gross wages is 24,500. Then from this we have to deduct employees' contribution towards allowances, benefits we can say. Deduction of employee to ESI. So first is employees ESI contribution. So let me write contribution to ESI. How much is contributing? 500. Next, again is contributing towards PF. How much is PF? 1,600. Employees' contribution to PF is 1,500. Contribution to PF. Provident fund. How much is the amount? 1,600 is contributing. Next is house rent to be recovered. Writing recovery of house rent. How much is recovering? For 30 employees into 10 rupees per month. So 30 into 10 is 300 rupees is recovering from employees. Okay. So let us do the total. So 24,500 minus 500 minus 1,600 minus 300. So we are getting 24,500 minus 500 minus 1,600 minus 300. 22,100 cash to be paid by the employer to the employee per month. Cash to be paid to employees. So this much cash has to be paid by the employer to the employees every month. Okay, simple. First we have to find out gross wages. Then what all is contribution by the employee that you have to deduct, you will get what cash to be paid. Easy. Okay, so 1/12th problem he asked you to find out cash and paid to cash to be paid by employer to the employee, and one more he asked employer contribution. Okay, in this problem he has not given information of employer's share. He has not given how much he is contributing and all. That's why we did not find only that what employer total expenditure. This we have not done. We only find out what cash to be paid by the employee. Okay, so in this problem basic wages 20,600, wages for OT 2,200, leave salary is 1,700, this gross wages 24,500 he has to receive from the employee. From that he is contributing to ESI. This is employee's contribution. So employee's contribution from his wages we have to deduct. So this all amount is deducting is contributed by employee, contribution to ESI, contribution to provident fund, and recoveries means what? Employer is taking money from employee. Okay, 300 rupees. So for HRA, so you deduct 24,500 from 500, 1,600 to 300. From 24,500 you deduct all these three amounts, you'll get 22,100. That is cash to be paid by the employee to the employer to the employee per month. Okay, simple. So only 3 problems or 2 or 3 problems earlier we have done, and the 2 problems more we are doing. So this is enough for the calculation of labor cost. Okay, rarely he is asking these questions. Okay, so let us start new topic, that is materials. Okay, materials is very much important. So what I'll do, I'll first send this class, these two problems, then I'll start a new topic in new different new video. Okay, chaliye, thank you.